Dear Tambajack, my younger sister Emma used to be bubbly and talkative. Now she's quiet. She doesn't want to clean up after herself either. I have to figure out how to be nice to her, but make her clean up too. I don't want our living room to be messy when Mom comes home from work. She's usually very tired. I miss Mom being at home, like she used to be before our dad left. We used to walk in the house and smell something yummy. My mom likes to bake. Now it just smells like old carpet all the time. I'm glad we have an easy recipe book. It's fun to make some new snacks for Emma and me. I always save some for Mom. Mom used to smile and laugh a lot. Not anymore. Miss Calton, my Sunday school teacher, told us that it's not okay to hate people, but it's okay to hate some things that people do. I feel bad because I think I hate my dad for leaving Mom. My sister Emma isn't with me. She's the opposite. Emma thinks our mom spent too much time at church instead of watching movies with Dad in the evening, the ones he liked. That's why Emma doesn't talk to Mom that much. I'm hoping Mom and Dad don't know all this about us, but I don't know how to deal with Emma.
Hi, Valerie. First, let me tell you that you're an awesome big sister, and I mean it. Although you're frustrated with Emma's behavior, you keep on taking care of her. You're being a strong person, I would say. I had both parents all my life, but one day, when I was 10, I think, I found out that Dad was married before I was born to some lady who wasn't my mom. I just randomly found his marriage license in a dusty old suitcase. To be honest, I got freaked out to see somebody else's name next to my dad's. There wasn't any big discussion or anything like that. Dad just explained it as it was. I remember it bothered me for a while though. I kind of understand what you're going through because of my favorite uncle who died a few years ago. Uncle Troy was a great guy. I don't know why, but his wife left him for good. My cousins Carla and Sonia stayed in our house a lot when that happened. I didn't see them crying. Maybe they just didn't cry in front of me. Both were quiet. Sonia, the younger one, wouldn't let go of her stuffed dog no matter what time of day it was. They weren't mad at my uncle much, but they were mad at their mom. So was the rest of our family. His wife's name was Elena. She was pretty unhappy with her marriage and she complained a lot. Uncle Troy didn't drink or smoke, wasn't ever really angry, loved God, loved his kids, and loved his wife. You got me. Besides, he never said anything bad about Aunt Lena no matter what she did or said about him. I couldn't figure out if he knew that nobody really liked her much. He wouldn't allow any of us to speak disrespectfully about his wife, even years later after she was long gone and remarried to some other man. What helped my cousins to live through this was our family. I'm proud of my parents because they opened our home to Uncle Troy and his daughters back then. He could stay with us as long as he wanted to. My mom was the only one who could make Sonia eat her food anyways. All my cousins wanted to do, though, was sit on the couch and stare at the screen. They didn't even care what they were looking at. They just didn't want to call their mom. My sister Samantha turned out to be more unselfish than I thought. She shared her room with both girls. They played and did girly stuff together. It helped them a lot. I'd pray for forgiveness in my heart if I was as angry at my dad as much as you are, Valerie. Hate sucks. I don't want you to become bitter. I don't think it'll be wrong to say how you feel about the whole thing the next time you see him. You don't hate your dad. You just hate the situation, I bet. Do you have any family close by? Maybe you could visit them more often now. That's if they're supportive and good people, of course. Does your mom have some friends who live nearby? If all of her friends disappear because they don't want to take sides and all that stuff, look for church family. I remember Uncle Troy found a new church where he started going with his daughters. Your mom can also go online to find a support group for the families in similar situations. You are not alone. God is always with you.
Hello, Valerie. I have to agree with Brian. You were clearly pretty strong under the circumstances. In some ways, you reminded me of my friend Corey. I first met Corey in my AP Science class when we were in 9th grade. One day, our science teacher randomly paired us up with partners. Normally, I don't care much for groups or partners because lazy kids like to take advantage of my work. But this time it was different. Corey and I both put an equal amount of effort into our project. Now she's actually my only true friend, besides my brother and sister. I'm not popular at my school because other kids label me as a nerd, which doesn't disturb me much, to be honest. Corey isn't outgoing either. She hardly ever shares her personal life, but 2 months ago, she invited me to her house to study for our finals. Only then I found out that she lived with her dad and her sister Allie, who is 10 years younger than her. Apparently, their mom has been living somewhere in California for the last 5 years. Corey doesn't like to talk about her much. From what I understand, she and Allie only get to see their mom in the summer. Corey actually does the laundry, cleans their house, and takes care of Allie like it's a usual part of her daily routine. She has to make sure Allie takes her bath and brushes her teeth every day. At first, I thought her dad must be really strict, because I have pretty strict parents myself, and at my house, I had to keep up with my chores or I would lose privileges. But I actually met him one day, and he wasn't strict at all. Mr. Morris looked tired, sort of laid back, like he didn't care what was going on around him. Corey had to make family meals too, unless they went out to eat. I remember that her sister Allie didn't want to do much either, just like your sister Emma. She didn't listen to Corey no matter how many times she told her to clean up after herself or do her homework. I wanted to help too, and gave Allie a lecture on how she had to grow up and be responsible. There were no results. One day, Corey randomly asked her dad to help with disciplining Allie. To our surprise, Mr. Morris told Allie to pick up her things at once. He did it in a quiet but strict voice, and she actually listened to him. I've got a lot of respect for Corey. She told me that her faith keeps her strong. She definitely couldn't have done any of this on her own. My conclusion is, you're doing a great job by helping your mom, Valerie, but you don't have to be a parent yourself. Ask your mom, your dad, or your grandparents for help with something you can't handle. Even neighbors who have their own children can be helpful, I'm pretty sure. Once a month, I volunteer in kindergarten and first grade classrooms, helping their Sunday school teachers. Some kids usually don't pay attention to the teacher unless she promises them some reward like stickers or lollipops. I know my parents wouldn't like the idea, but it works, so you might want to try offering rewards too. I hope it will help.
Dear Valerie, thank you for your letter. I like you. You sound like a strong and caring girl, and I honestly think Emma is lucky to have you by her side, although she probably doesn't even know it yet. Please know that it is quite common for kids in your situation to feel angry with either mom or dad, or maybe even with both of them because of the decisions they made. Your parents might still be mad at each other as well because they were hurt and unhappy for a long time. Brian is right about bitterness. It will bother you like a chronic stomachache. I remember from my own experience, when I got separated from my husband, I was bitter inside, and the hardest part was hiding it from everyone else and smiling through my day as usual. Finally, I had to admit to myself that lack of forgiveness was not only painful, but it was also impossible to stuff inside for too long. Trying to be peaceful while being unforgiven felt like forcing an angry dog to wag his tail happily instead of growling. And I was often angry for no particular reason. I even took it out on my own kids by yelling at them. That was bad. So relationship wounds can hurt as much as real wounds, and healing always takes time. Please don't give up on praying for your family, your mom, your dad, your sister Emma, and yourself, of course. And Kim is right about your sister. You don't have to be a parent. Emma needs to do some things or a lot of things on her own. And it's okay to ask your parents or other adults for help as well. You have a great God-given gift of compassion though, and I can tell. May God bless you and your family.